Merry Christmas, everyone. Today, I got how to for people who stay alone in Christmas and have no idea on what to do today. I would like to introduce some silent adventures I have done in Christmas. I often do some crazy things in Christmas. In the last Christmas Eve, I had to stay at home because of lockdown. By the time the Christmas Eve of 2019, on the other hand, I could have an opportunity from the university I attended for MA that I can go to UCLA, the partnership school of the university, as an exchange student. So I could go to LA, but the Christmas sort of made me be capricious. I don't know why. I kind of decided to via Shanghai and filmed everywhere. And most of all, I put on this sticker on the laptop. I got it from a student who was shoring up their voices for Hong Kong democracy. But I forgot about it because of the hectic schedule. And I had to take a lot of English exams due to the changed regulation of the school. I had to share greetings with friends. So, yeah, I didn't have actually a time to take it off. I think I did a lot of mistakes. Yeah, I didn't have actually a time to take it off. I think I did a lot of mistakes at the time. I took a picture on the Chinese children, which was against Chinese law, government law, and I took a picture of their cell phone design. They had a very weird design. And I also tried to access the internet in front of Chinese people. But I didn't went through that many inspections as I expected because the Chinese airport has already have a thorough inspection process. They looked like they thought they didn't need any more further inspection on me if they just researched my burden. And it looked like they thought I am an idiot. Later on, I found there was a prison in Shanghai for foreigners, and I researched about that briefly, and I found that the name of their guilt was not that different from what I did, so I was like very much chilled. Hope everybody would not do the same mistake I've done. 2 years have passed after the incident, and now it's Christmas Eve again, and the weird impulse inside of me turns up with this weird big head. It's like it's whispering that I can do anything in this merry day. Seems like it's time to change mood. I'm apart from families today, and I'm basically solo, and I will be solo after all. I honestly don't feel much pleasure with people in this holiday, so I prefer to live alone. Especially don't like men. I prefer to watch news, read books, and do some adventure in the meantime.
전두환 전 대통령 별세와 관련해서 자세한 소식을 좀 알아보겠습니다. 자, 이채림 기자 소식 좀 전해주시죠.
Do you remember in the last time I talked about director Hwang Dong-hyuk and his former works in relation to the former president Chun Doo-hwan? The former president the director had criticized passed away this month. The news reported the former President Chun Doo-hwan had passed away. The reason why I was intrigued by the news was not just because the president was important for the Korean modern history, but also he was my neighbor. The place is so close to my place, like within 100 meters. So to be honest, it was pretty inconvenient for me. I couldn't go northern part because of him. He has many to be afraid of, so he guarded his house regardless of however difficulty it may affect to the neighbors nearby. So actually most of our villagers don't like him. My neighbors living more close to his place feels always uncomfortable because of those people, the reporters. Well, but I didn't have much interest in him while in the time he was alive, because nobody knocks on the door of neighborhoods these days, especially if it is a politician. But I decided to explore this village in this Christmas Eve. It is because after the incident in Shanghai Airport, I became more vigilant to everything near me, including news in the media. And I also wanted to change my mood in this Christmas time. I would like to share this adventure with you. Now I need to explain why I had to call this thing an adventure, not a jogging. It is because his house is well protected by higher security. It is unusual that nobody stopped me doing this. Usually there are somebody who stare me if I bring this camera with me. Because from this street, it guides pedestrian to highly priced mansions, like mansions of $1 million. You might come across to the owner's family easily because the road is too narrow. I'm a bit tensed because last time one of the owners came to me trying to take my camera off from me with detestable look. Feel a slight change. Nobody do that. And I found some people already watched what I'm doing, but they are just past me coolly. It had never happened before. There were always a lot of hindrance on the street, so that it was almost impossible to jog on this area. I think some sort of a peaceful atmosphere had come to our village. Running out from there, I was thinking why God allowed him to control over Korean people for such a long time. Did we do something very wrong? Or were we just stupid? I've heard from my parents that the former president enforced people to be loyal to him for a long time, at least for 10 years. But there's nothing left but money game here. I heard his daughter-in-law is still on the dispute. Yeah, in the way I finished this exploration of the former governor of South Korea. Honestly, I'm not interested in politics that much because I think it is nothing more than a scissors, rock, paper game in between people who know each other very well. I wonder when this ends. Maybe it doesn't end until I'm alive here. They'll never say how they feel for this because they are still afraid of the reality and they don't believe Bible will help them. Last time I visited here, I saw young policemen guarded the house, and they were very scary. I think they were more horrendous than the old former presidents. It is not difficult to find out the house because it is located in the secretive alley inside of the town. So basically, if you go ahead inside and inside of the alley, you are able to access the house. The mansions you are seeing right now are the most expensive mansions in this town. I heard the families residing here had served for the former president's family for a long time, even after their retirement. Maybe they had bought this house for their superannuation, and the president and the former president's family as well, but they are still making a community to protect each other. Now we are very close to the house. According to the primary and second court, they bought this house with the tax of the time, which is still under the legal dispute. While I was filming there, I was astonished by a very old man who just looked like the former president. He stared at me and yelled at me, saying that I have to back off, taking off the camera. Does he stand there every day? He must have been his relative or my younger brother or something. So I just turned back and, and retreated. So this is it. Did you enjoy this journey with me? I hope you did. Compared to skill, it was really convenient adventure. I could finish that before my laundry was done. I wanna go farther than here in the next time.